Everyone, Lou here. Welcome to Deciphered. Not the only podcast, but one of the podcasts out there that take confusing topics and try to bring them back down to size. With me today, I got
Gian person
and
Kevin, Kev.
And today's whole topic thing, it was off topic, meaning I was going to talk about movie remakes and how bad they are and ruining my childhood. Went completely left field. And, talked about other shit. Revolutions that are going to happen for real. No, I'm just kidding. Listen to it, like it, comment, subscribe, and, this proves I have friends. So, screw you, world. Alright, guys, listen up.
Don't smoke rocks. You said your idea for the first episode was going to be, based around history's crossover in video games.
Remakes, reimagining of video games and movies, and to an extent TV series alike. Because obviously everyone watches TV. They're doing Magnum PI again. Yeah, it was like the '70s, cop with a
Trying to remember
Magnum.
Which one was?
I forgot the actor's name. Yeah. There you go. He just took the word. That's him. And Lethal Weapon,
Yeah, well, Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans, he's a known guy, so that's kind of cool. But I don't know, like a replacement for Danny Glover.
Have you seen the fucking Rush Hour TV series?
No.
It exists.
That's real?
I'm almost certain they tried to make a TV series for Rush Hour because they couldn't pay Chris Tucker enough for Rush Hour 4.
Oh,
I made up the last part, but it sounds true.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I hate TV.
Now, what I don't understand is, so they went and did stuff like that, but TV series that they made into movies, when it comes to modern, like Baywatch. If they were gonna update that, I think we got more bang for your buck, literally, and a lot of bangs. If they made it into a series again. Why would you do a movie? I mean, it's cool. Yeah, you got The Rock. And The Rock.
Why.
And that's about it,
That's why.
It's cool, and,
He was able to get the talent to sign on. You can't wait to get on a TV series.
That's true. It would be like a special guest. One time, 5-minute, walk-on cameo.
That was hardly worth the money.
Yep.
At
Smell
least
what The Rock is cooking.
I thought if you do a Baywatch TV series, it's never reaching syndication. You wasting your money.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I guess you're right.
At least with.
But it flopped big time.
Probably, I guarantee you, it's at least 2 dumbass countries where they're great.
Oh yeah. China loved it.
So
China thought it was awesome.
Yo, China has the most insane obsession with white people. It's beyond cultural. We don't appreciate American culture, and the mainstream American faces. A white male or whatever. It's no, white person has a superhuman quality to them. They go, oh my god, what's it like to be white? I watched this Vice thing where they got not even good actors to pretend to be doctors at conferences and shit.
Dude, have you seen imported movies when they cast actors that have to play a white villain or whatever, right? I know that's what they do is. Usually expats that go there, maybe not from America, but from some European country. So they'll have them play as
99% of the time pedophile.
Yeah, they'll have he'll be some drug lord or whatever from America trying to move in on their turf, and it's usually a patriotic movie. China does this a lot. They're big into a lot of their movies are like the propaganda kind of movie. So it's Go China Military, and at least some terrorist organization that's fronted by some ex-Navy SEAL Merc, whatever. And 9 times out of 10, he's played by either an American expat, a Russian, a Greek, or someone who looks American. Pretty much.
But he's supposed to be American.
Yeah, he is.
No American.
And the accent, man.
I love that shit.
It's rough.
Apparently, it works though. It works. Anytime international market tries to represent another international market, it's going to be something where, if you're not from there, you're missing out on some hilarity. Mm-hmm. For example, Narcos. They said that the border player Pablo Escobar had one of them characters is actually Portuguese with a thick ass Portuguese accent. And like the Pablo Escobar dude, he didn't have a great Spanish accent either.
Yeah.
And it's for American markets. We watching it like it's perfectly normal. But meanwhile,
I don't know anyone who's
gonna
gonna like dive into that. But like, oh no, that accent's off. Like today, I was listening to Joe Rogan, and one of the guys he had on was complaining about because he's Cuban, about Argentinians, and like there's like a rift between there because of the fact Che Guevara was Argentinian fighting for the Cuban cause. Not too many Cubans were on the same page, you know. Right. I know, right? I should know better, but, you know.
I need to watch that movie. And I remember watching the interviews and shit when they were still making it, and it was supposed to be like a long-ass movie.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's like, on both discs, it's like, because when I bought it, I couldn't wait for the Criterion Collection to come out, so I bought a Canadian import, which is okay, you know.
You just sounded like you was from the 90s. The Criterion Collection. I remember them shits.
Yeah, they're what they're doing is they're going back to their catalog, remastering their movies, and charging like $40 per Blu-ray, which is ridiculous. But if you're like let's say a food nut, yeah, food nut. No, like a film fan, you'll you know. There's a couple I have worth. It's pretty cool. I mean, the ending was kind of hard to watch because how they executed him. I wasn't too happy about that. You know, they wanted to make it look like he was running away. So when they got him in the barn, they told him, turn around. We're gonna shoot you in the back. And he was like, just go ahead, shoot me right here. The only thing he'll be doing is killing a man. That's what he said, you know. And right there, present were CIA operatives, you know, paying off and saying congratulations to the government of Bolivia for capturing Che Guevara and ending him, pretty much.
I need to learn more about the label between, because I'm a big fan of Latin America's rivalries in boxing, and I like fucking Argentina and Mexico have a big rivalry. Mexico has a big rivalry with everybody. Like that's the Latin American mecca of boxing. Historically, Mexico's the mecca of boxing. Second only will be Puerto Rico and Cuba.
Oh yeah. And it makes perfect sense. I mean, these are guys that they were like down here and treated like they were down there. Had like, kind of move themselves up the ranks, you know. So when you're kind of like suppressed like that, yeah, that's gonna, give birth to some tough ass, people.
Beyond the actual culture of the fighters themselves and the individual countries, the way that they look at each other. I don't get to hear enough about that. Like, it's always just we representing our flag and like World Cup fucking. Even if Man City versus Manchester United type shit. But how much is the historical aspect, like the conflicts of the military shit, play into the, I really want this guy to die outside the ring.
I was doing research for a movie about different conflicts of Latin America. And they were big. They were really big. A lot of it was the end of the 1800s. Back to the 19th century. And there were still fragments of different colonial rules.
For sure not.
Spain was losing grip fast. But what they did is they made these monsters after them to keep up with this fascist idea.
That's why Latin America is the most, like, as far as like world news and shit, you hear, of course, because of our involvement, the Middle East is what you hear about the most, like all the collapses that the governments did. The highest fucking murder rates on earth come out of like South America, and we don't get that like that shit. That shit is not reported on in a big way.
No, it's
and that's fascinating to me.
There's bits now. There's a lot of like. There's an uprising in not Argentina. Venezuela.
You're not out. It's not about Anderson.
Right now in Venezuela, there's a big thing going on. We'll see what these leaders, these presidents, whatever you call them, are in office way too long than they should be, and the people just don't like it. They're like, come on, our neighbors in North America have like a short term. What the hell's up with this? Obviously, it doesn't work in Russia.
It's like you. That's different. Fucking. Way different. But, dude. So, all right. England, whoever, you had a monarchy come on North American soil, and we was like, monarchies is dead.
Oh yeah, it didn't work. I mean,
them revolutions didn't go down like that in South America.
No. It was a peasant revolution against the rich. That's how that whole. The birth of revolution, I think. I mean, yeah, we definitely shed some light on the word revolution, but the true meaning of revolution is you know, an uprising of the oppressed to take over the corrupt leadership. You know, that's just how it works.
That being said, is like I don't think any of them in the construction of their newest government was like, we want a people's democratic republic type shit on most of them places. Like the spirit of monarchy still exists a little.
Yeah, because it's
thus long ass terms for president. Like, get me out if you want.
It's so hard because like a failed revolution, which is really hard to say, is like a good example would be Libya right now. It's a madhouse.
That's nearly any revolution though.
Yeah, some work. I'm not gonna lie. Some work they do. They like Cuba's a perfect example. Vietnam. I mean, not if you're a super patriotic American. You know, we lost that war, but you know, nothing really happened. Like like the Vietnamese didn't invade. You know what I mean? They just stayed where they are.
But you also got to look at that. A lot of them revolutions is also the result of third parties playing. Mm-hmm. It's like it's intentional disruption.
Proxy war. Now, that happened a lot in South Africa.
It's not even a proxy war. Like, it's... Yes. Like, compare that to America, it was like, we are operating under your clause, but, like, we separating. We starting shit from scratch. And then all we got to do is wipe out some natives from there. And we got our stake, we got a flag.
Yeah, that's
more or less. Like, every other... Like, Libya, Syria... That is major powers wanting to see that disorder there. Like, we have so much to gain from that.
It really is. It's a two-sided thing. I can't see that much clearer, especially in Syria. Syria would have been completely gone if Russia didn't intervene. Their president Assad was like, "Hey, listen, I need help." You know.
And none of them decisions are spontaneous, or like in virtue or anything like that.
Oh no, they already had like a lasting relationship.
Like,
Assad and Putin.
Everything that I'm sure 90% of what's playing out was like the powers that be that set the emotions in action is playing out the way they intended. Like, they knew over, like, they had a timeline of more than 10 years, I'm sure, of how they expected it to go down.
Yeah. It was coming. I mean, if you're treating your people like that, did you really think that they're not going to bite back? I mean, you know, you can only keep people down for so long until they, just say enough's enough. Start breaking windows.
I'm amazed World War III didn't happen.
Yeah, you know, I was kind of, I mean, I'm disappointed. You know, I'm happy it didn't happen. I'm just saying, like, you had all this build-up.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like a climax, and then, like, gotta go.
I got a passport and everything. That was like World War Blue Balls. Straight up.
Yeah, that's right.
You had all these fucking Egypt, Libya, like everything was going down.
The Arab Spring, it was awesome.
Yo, shit was going down.
Mm-hmm. And it was successful.
And everybody was mad at America. And North Korea was still piping up at this time. I was like, it's going down.
I know, that's it, man.
Patiently waiting.
The Flashpoint, like all the video games I played, they're real. I was like Call of Duty.
Everybody wants that shit, dog. Everybody got too much to lose in the fucking
world. And I mean, like
I felt like
that was revolution here. We're all too comfortable. We're not gonna fight in the streets. I mean, unless they're like on our corners, you always fight harder on your own turf. But,
I wouldn't put it past this.
That passion to die, but people ain't got that.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
I wouldn't put it past this. I feel like it's going.
You gonna have like small cliques. They're gonna try it and get defeated.
Not even like something that's like super organized like that. Like I don't intend to see like a guerrilla faction rise up against the government in America.
Yeah, that's
you gotta have some type of.
But I expect to see.
You do. You have insiders.
Utter disorder, because like they already trying to strip away all our rights and everything because they see what's going down. Like. But when you saw like the type of riots that broke out in certain, like when Baltimore went into martial law temporarily and shit, was like that's the type of shit that was like just waiting to ignite on a larger scale.
It is. I saw groups like that. Yeah.
And it's like once you
detain that shit.
That's what I'm saying. I expect something like
bring the National Guard and shit, all that shit down.
But I think once it gets to a certain point, like. I think it is going to get something like that could turn ugly to the point where they're going to have to like it's
drop a bomb.
Well, it is, and you have
on that level.
And you have to admit, like these guys, like the National Guard,
scaled on the national.
And they ain't even had to drop a bomb. They was like, we just feel like dropping a bomb.
Right. It's like we got some bombs.
But I mean, think about these National Guard, right? The guys that are calling for like, these kind of events. They're people just like us, you know. So it comes to the point you have to think about mentally. They're going to be shooting American civilians.
They've done it.
And they're doing it now.
And they're gonna do it. But at some point, someone.
I got a job to do. My orders are to stop this shit from happening.
Yeah,
so
I got a feeling there's gonna be a turning point where someone says no.
I want to point to the Stanford prison experiment in which we proved that authority rules on like human will and shit. It's like more or less like that is a proven human characteristic. Like Nazi shit. Like we will do what we are told to do. Yeah. It's like once we have enough on the line, it's like go ahead, try me.
Especially if I know what's gonna happen to me if I don't do what they're telling me to do.
Mm-hmm. It's like that's the ugly thing about humans. Is like we want to believe that we wouldn't be able to do this to our fellow man. It's like history proves. Oh, we pulling the trigger. There has been a civil war. Like this.
Yeah. It's ugly truth. I mean, I would hope that would be like at someone out of some regiment, whatever, says, no, I'm not going to do this.
It's going to be a whole. It's got to be a whole team of someone's. It's got to be a lot of people.
Shit,
just say no. I mean, that's how the Russians won their revolution. The military said, no, we're not shooting civilians and priests anymore. Sorry. And they told that to the czars. They're like, oh, you're crazy. Okay, well, we're going to shoot you instead. And boom, it erupted. And that was the end of a decade-long tyranny.
I don't know. I mean, you got people that are willing to fight for America at any means necessary. Any means necessary.
Yeah, what's America? Cropped America or free America?
The flag. The flag is telling me to go shoot America. I live by this flag. I die by this flag.
That's hard.
It's sad. I don't know. It sucks, man. You see, like I said, some revolutions worked. Egypt worked. Tunisia worked. And to an extent, Algeria. Everywhere else crashed and burned.
It's like a beauty to that shit. It's like, I want to fight for my flag, just like you see the Muslims fighting for their flags and shit like that. The revolutions that's going on across seas and shit. Like, I mean, it's a lot of fucked up shit going on, but it's like, it's a beautiful thing to see these people willing to die for this shit.
Yeah, man.
They're very passionate.
And I don't think the American people are not ready to do that. They're not
the vast majority. That's why I think it's going to come down to, like, it's not going to be a matter of a cause. It's not going to be a matter of people joining arms. It's going to be a matter of people being pissed off and wanting to break shit. Like, every American citizen got that in them.
They'll do
it's like, you let us win a Super Bowl, I'm turning the car over. You let one of my fellow citizens die, now I'm my emotions is, I'm not thinking about a political cause. I'm angry. I'm going to break something. When that shit went down enough times and it got bad in the recent past. Like, it reached critical levels on this city level. Like, a small population, like, really freaked the fuck out. That shit is going to turn in this much of a population here, here, and here, and then that's going to, like, a fucking virus. And there's going to be martial laws.
I don't know. like I can see it happening, but I don't see it being successful. I'm just like, they gonna stop that shit.
That is my vision of America collapsing within. Us being pissed to the point where they can't calm us down.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
And they're not like
they push us, we push back harder.
Yeah, but that's like the only people that's really doing that is the poor. The poor that's the only people that got time.
You understand? Like, this is the trend that's growing in America.
Yeah, but it's about everybody's trying to be. Everybody's fighting for this American goal. They trying to get jobs and shit like that. It's like, it's not too many people that's willing to fucking sacrifice that.
But if they all right, not promise, because their promises are broken. But if they fought for maybe like a better future.
I mean, but the people, I don't know, man.
I think
hard.
I think you can get enough American citizens pissed off at once that there's no turning back.
The reason I'm just speaking from the perspective of the type of people I'm seeing and where I live at, especially like where I work at, West Philly. It's heavy Muslim populated and shit. When you see these Muslims and shit, these people, they're about their own people. They can give a fuck less what's going on in America. You're living in America, they give a fuck what's going on outside of their own community.
Word.
And a lot of people out here is thinking like that. Whether you're, part of whatever group you're in, or you're just a regular citizen out here, it's about our own people, and I can give a fuck less what's going on out there. And then the real people that can crazy enough to fucking go out and fucking start a revolution, they're fucking too caught up in
I'm not
politics and shit. As the world turns, the soap operas and shit that's going on in America.
I hear what you're saying.
Like every week there's something new going on in America. Trump tweeting this and this is going on.
I hear
it's like
I
don't have enough time to be mad at this shit to start something.
Until it affects that said individual group.
It's always something new to start.
I don't think
even when it touches that specific group, it's like it's only for a short time. The media controls everything.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't think that it's gonna happen like that where you got all these people saying I need to join this cause.
I think they got this shit on lock, huh?
I think that enough people gonna get pissed off that even those people that's trying to mind their own is gonna get fucked up.
Who are these people?
I don't know. Angry youths mostly, which is the numbers of angry youths in the major cities of America is problematic.
I saw.
We already seen that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
We already seen what they gonna do.
Look at groups like
what happens when they really start getting killed?
All they gonna do is march down the street and take pictures of the shit, dog.
It's just the beginning.
Serious.
Just the beginning.
It's not serious.
Alright. I think we have a culture that's going.
You know why it's not serious? Because they stop. They take a break from it.
I know.
We think about something else. We're going to something else. We'll live our lives. We keep going on to something else.
The Occupy people. It
ain't like how it was back in the day.
That's different. Yeah. That's different than what I'm saying. Both of what y'all talking about.
It ain't like how it was back in the day when you had like people were sitting in and like really revolting against the system. This kept going on for years. They kept doing sit-ins and protesting shit for years.
Yo, I agree with you.
Now it's like, we do it for a couple of weeks. I don't think people was putting in enough time to start a fucking revolution.
Like I said, it needs a dramatic impact to change people's mind. You need a leader with enough charisma to unify people, because that's what we're missing in America. Unified. You're right. Everyone's worried about my neighborhood. Everyone's worried about my religion. Until we all see the light and come together for the same cause, then that's when problems will be solved.
I think it's gonna take somebody from the other side to jump out the way and really start kicking shit up. Like
somebody,
a Trump supporter, one of those teams and shit.
We were gonna have a good leader.
If they go out there and be like, yo, fuck that, I'm fighting for Trump, I'm really gonna start something. Damn.
For Trump.
Now the other side is gonna be
like, what more do you
forced
guys
to
want?
fight.
I don't think our culture could support any unified cause, and that's what I'm saying. That's what y'all talking about.
What I'm saying is something so great is gonna have to happen where we come together and unite. Right now it's not gonna happen right now.
Not right now.
Scattered out.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But the Trump side has already proved that we're together. We're gonna kick shit off.
That should be an eye-opener for everyone else. But if they could do it.
Listen, I think it comes down to utter chaos. That's my point.
It's like a big...
the closest thing we're going to have... the closest thing we'll have to a revolution by way of a unified cause.
Who's going to throw the first chair in the crowd?
I don't know what it's going to be, but I know we can...
The most pissed off person in the crowd.
That's somebody from the Trump side, though.
I know, dude, have you seen
They're man enough to do it.
Antifa, listen. Have you seen them people? Antifa? These the anti-fascist organization?
Oh, yeah.
These neo-socialists?
I've seen this shit.
They're like, I'm right on board with them. They want to say, they give me that call. Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. No problem. Because they're organized. That's how it is. I say, if none of this would have happened if Bernie would have been in office. That's it. He was our only, relief.
He would have been the closest thing to something different.
Yeah, really. Like, I'm talking like next day different. It would have been like, what the, really? But now, his own party buried him. That's
his own party.
It is his own party.
He wasn't a part of the plan, man. He had to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, they
must have thought you're not a part of our plan.
Yeah, they must have thought he was a crazy person. I mean, what he wanted is...
He was.
Yeah, unthinkable in this country.
I don't think they cared what the fuck he wanted. He wasn't a part of the fucking plan. We can't control Bernie.
But, exactly. We get to see what it looks like when somebody comes in as like, yo, you can actually do it like this too. And everybody else is just sticking to the script.
Like, we need somebody to come in office where everybody eats. Both sides have to eat. We've seen this shit time and time again. It's like,
what you mean?
You're not going to get somebody that's come in office and feed the poor. It's not going to fucking happen.
Oh yeah, it's going to be their own agenda.
They're going to keep coming in and keep giving fucking the rich tax breaks and shit like that. Like, somebody's got to come in and figure out a way to help both sides.
Well, that was Bernie.
Yeah, he was the. I mean, as far as I know, the only Democrat socialist president that was running, and I feel like he would have made a difference. But like I said, his own party, Hillary, kind of threw him to the wolves.
For somebody like that that's challenging the current system, for every one supporter, they gotta have 1,000 people against him. I mean, 1,000 people with money.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what it comes down to.
Yep.
They must have been like, what? This guy wants to free up healthcare in college. What?
Yo, if they couldn't bury him the way they did, they would have offed him. Like, he's fucking up money.
Yeah.
When you fuck up money, you get killed.
Oh yeah.
Bottom line, in America, that's how wars start. That's all we fight for is money.
Yeah.
The bottom dollar, like that's it.
Yep.
Don't fuck around. Gangsters and this shit.
I like.
It's awesome.
It's very old school. I mean, shit.
At the end of the day, it's like I'd rather be an American because it's like I understand they're gonna do whatever it takes to get it done.
That's the thing. I remember one of the illest quotes or philosophies or whatever I learned in sociology was like historically the greatest cause of a society's downfall is their economy goes into the war machine enough to defend the thing until it's like you short the rest of the place, and then it's like you gotta police yourself. It's some weird cyclical thing where it's like you it's like a star. It eventually just gets so big it burns out type shit.
Oh yeah.
But it was like specifically about funding the war machine. It's like wow, it's like, and it's like that's what makes us number one. Them guns.
Yeah, but we almost spent like $2 million for like a aircraft carrier or a fighter jet or whatever.
$2 million sound cheap.
Yeah, I know, right? Probably should add a couple zeros to that.
It's like submarines.
They got like laser beams that could you ever see like that? There's like a heat wave technology. Like it immobilizes people or something.
They use that for riots and shit.
Yeah.
They got that shit on cop cars where if they chasing you, you can feel that shit in your fucking car. It's some vibration.
Your car?
Shit.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
They're not playing fair.
That's not cool.
People don't understand. Yeah. And you want to go out there with your little pistols and revolt? Go ahead.
It's like you got a pistol, we got a laser beam.
Go ahead. But you got a rifle?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Cool.
Yeah.
You got a rifle? Go ahead. Cool. Come on.
We got Star Wars.
Yeah. Trump said we want to start. Trump said we want to start a fucking space force.
How about
The
it?
fuck? We gonna shoot lasers at you from outer space, motherfucker. You sitting in your living room. There you go. We got Google Maps. There you go.
Google Maps.
What are you talking about?
I like that.
You got Pokemon Go. I already
Can you imagine?
You want to start a revolution? Come on.
I found Pikachu. That's it.
Fuck. You got all this technology in your crib. We can just point this out like your direction and listen to every fucking thing. Come on, stop playing with me. You've been defeated before you already started.
Sorry guys, you ready to go? Nope. Boom. That's it.
Now let a fucking like a solar flare hit the fucking planet or some shit. Now we got a chance.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. A major distraction. Something that'll be like, take your mind off.
Something to take out technology. Like that's the only way we got a fucking chance.
Yeah, we well overdue for what's that shit? The Yellowstone eruption.
Oh yeah.
It's like a super volcano that lives under there on the low, and like we just patiently waiting. Like,
I mean, have you seen everywhere else, including California, if there's not like a volcano eruption, there's like these massive hurricanes just taking out things.
How about the wildfires?
The wildfires.
Them shits is not a joke.
Like, you turn on CNN, it looks like the apocalypse. I'm like, I'm waiting for just demons to come out of the ground, start throwing fireballs. Like Doom. Yeah.
Fucking, California, or the whole West Coast for real, got the whole fault line. That's also we live on volatile Earth, and we just pretending there's nothing gonna happen.
My thing is just like, why do people keep? Why do you want to live out there? It's like
that's my thing.
See what happens.
Yeah. Especially in Northern California, all it is mountains and woods and more woods.
My brother live in Seattle, Pacific Northwest. Rain all the fucking time. You got more rain. Overcast.
He's not depressed, is he? I mean, does he go outside like, it's raining again?
That shit ain't cool, dog.
No, it can't be.
The past week when it rained, like the whole fucking week, That shit was fucking mad depressing.
Yeah, I didn't want to do anything.
Sunlight.
Yeah.
Fucking
stuff
vitamin D.
You know?
Yeah. I start feeling like trapped in my crib and shit. It's like I got the freedom to leave.
I know. It's like I want to leave, but I can't.
And shit.
Yeah.
I really got to rack my brain to remember how I got through them days as a mailman. I really got to be like, what was inside of my soul at that time? Because right now,
I remember
I'd be
you
like,
telling me, you saying like, we're talking about like suicide or something, and you were like, I was like almost there.
yo, I broke doing that shit. Though. They broke my spirit.
No,
more than
it got to because I used to work there too, so it got to a point where I just got numb to it. I was just numb to that shit. I was like, I didn't go out with no rain gear or nothing. That shit was pointless.
Real shit though.
I was out there.
You was getting wet.
Getting wet, just fuck it. I remember
just
one
dead
day,
on the inside.
My first week, listen, my first week there.
I have no soul. You're your mail.
my first week working there, I was up north, the Spanish part of North Philly, and this Spanish chick came to the door, had a package to get to me, and I hit the package with the scanner gun, and then she was like, "Oh, poor baby." It's like raining cats and dogs. It's like fucking me up in the head, like smacking the shit out of me. And I could barely, like, it's like, you know how, like,
I got you
go to the pool and you come out the water and you got so much water in your face, you gotta, like, that.
Oh my god, like, that was her go-to thing,
like,
plastic bag.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, so I could die faster.
She said, poor baby, and it, like, crushed my soul. Like, I was out there getting smacked up with water, and it was like, fuck, that was the point I was like, fuck money. Because it was like, I realized I understand what I'm doing this shit for now. I'm really doing this shit just for
that was it. That was the only thing that kept me there. But no, the thing, like, the moment, like, the most soul-shattering moment, oh my goodness, for me was some freezing rain in Roxborough, and the whole first, like, 2-3 hours, I tried everything on earth to keep my hands dry. I had a pair of gloves. I went to the fucking Family Dollar, bought latex gloves, put over them, then I put it under them. My hands was freezing cold. I couldn't feel them, and I was at the fucking relay box, like, please, God, just let some lightning hit me. Yeah, the sack should be over there somewhere.
That sounds brutal. I don't know if I would have lasted.
I think everybody should have did it.
Yeah.
I think it does a
service to your country.
It's a service for us.
Yeah.
For real, I really believe that.
Israel put you
everybody
in the military.
Come out of high school, you should do a year 2 of it, like mandatory. I think it'll teach you a lot. You will respect a lot of shit.
Yeah, I think that it will really teach you how to be respectful to other people.
Like when I started, applying for a job, like people were pushing me towards like the post office or whatever. Well, you get great benefits, the pay's awesome. And I was on the assumption that you would do the belt, sort out the mail. But nah, you gotta be a carrier first, and then maybe you might do that. And I was like, but I mean, nothing like really. I was 100%. I was about to go for it. Just I didn't get any bites.
That's a young person's job. That's why I'm saying it's like, if you're gonna do that job, 6 years at the max, and you shouldn't stay there no longer than 6 years. You gotta move on to something else, because like the human body is not meant to do that type of thing.
No,
that's the only really job in America where you're just like walking miles.
Oh yeah.
You walk a couple miles a day, unless you're like in a an area where you can just drive around and jump around that way. But city, you just walking miles.
You get what got worse is the stairs and the inclines.
Yeah.
And like Manny Young and shit, that was murder.
Like imagine people go to the gyms for like 30 minutes just to work out to do stair climbers and shit like that. And this is my whole 12,
part of your route, right?
10-12 hour shift.
Hey miss, we want to carry this sack on your back while you work the stair climber?
No.
Like,
25 pounds.
I left. Like I left it. I mean, respect to whoever still there.
Word up.
Now, it's still a respectable job. I don't put the job down for nothing, but
I don't know. Like I try to before working at Chop, I try to go for a UPS, and just like no one had a smile on their face, and just moving. And this was like through the tour, and I don't know. I feel like the managers or the hiring people just looked at me and they were like, "We're doing you a favor. No, we'll don't call us. We'll call you," kind of deal.
Like I look at the postal service. Like
That's a bullet on that one.
I have more respect for the mailman than I do for somebody in the army. Like, yeah, you can tell me you're fighting for my life and shit, but I don't believe it. I don't understand. I don't know why y'all been fighting. I don't know. But I've been a mailman and I understand the service. And you gotta get your mail. Here you go.
Yeah. I don't think it should be one person who should enjoy the benefits of an American life that hasn't worked hard for America. Paying taxes is one thing.
Yeah.
But you should go to bed at night like, it hurts.
It's the one job where you could be like, I am an American. It's an American job.
America
to deliver mail
functions because of me.
Yes. If I decide not to go to work, it's hundreds of people is gonna be fucked for the day.
Facts.
You're gonna be mailless.
If you decide to call it, they're gonna put me on the route. You really fucked.
Oh my god.
I'm late.
I got a lot of respect for the job, and I respect the people at the job. It's just I can only do that shit for a couple of years.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I am a better person for having done it, and I'm also did myself a great disservice for having done it. My body will never be the same. Piece of my soul I will never get back.
When you first told me, it was like it was soul crushing. I'm like, holy shit!
If you get us like drunk, if you get us drunk, it's like war stories.
Yo,
don't get us drunk and don't bring up
stories.
Do not get us drunk and bring up the postal service.
Right there.
You're gonna go through like an hour of war stories.
That's facts. We got PTSD, dog.
There was this dog. That story eyes.
Yo, don't.
The
dog it says.
Oh, he got dogs too. I never had a problem with dogs.
Man.
I would fuck a dog up.
I had one with the spray. Only one dog got hit with spray by me. And I didn't feel good about it. I didn't feel bad about it.
What kind of animals?
Well, I said you are the dog.
The owner didn't know what was going on. The dog was going hammer time. It was a little ankle biter. Burst. I said, oh shit. Dip dodging and shit. And then eventually, when it was like anytime it was like, I'm convinced the dog was on some murder shit. That's when I gotta bust a move.
You won that fight with the Black Bull
I didn't see the decision. Shit. Black Bull got the first 2 rounds from what I remember. And the guy had the red naked for like 3 minutes of the last round. Anyway, yeah, I ended up spraying the dog right in the face. And then he just stopped in his tracks like, oh no. And he was like really fucked up. And then the owner finally came outside like, what was all that? Come on, oh my god. And she's, oh look, it's so kind, you want to be a friend. I'm like,
no. That's not, you're a liar. This dog is not my friend.
This dog is in agony right now. Fuck that dog.
Don't ever believe that dog wants to be your friend. The dog does not fucking know you.
It was trying to kill me.
Did you hear that story? The freaking group of pit bulls that lady said ate a baby. Just, that was it. Baby gone. That's it.
Oh well. Don't leave babies around pit bulls. We know the story today, fellas.
Yeah, I mean,
write that down.
Clear as day.
Rest in peace.
They do get like a bad rap. Every story you hear, it's like, you know, pit bull this, pit bull that. Are they a violent breed? Is it the owner? A combination of both?
They say
it's like a child. It's like a child. It's the parent.
To a certain degree, but one thing about dogs, well, even most of the humans, is like, even over the past century, not even, you can see the direct influence human breeding has had on dogs. Like, I'm talking about something that was intentionally bred for a particular behavior. Like, we went on our way to make dogs look like this, act like this, be good at that. Like, fucking
playing Frankenstein.
So we got this one. They say the most aggressive breed of dog is a Jack Russell Terrier. Like, it's out to kill something.
It's like a fucking little piranha.
Wishbone. Yeah. Fucking.
This could determine my night. I'm gonna get my beer, you know?
Use a lighter.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a guy use his teeth, or what was left of him.
I don't know how to do it.
You just apply pressure, basically.
Upwards?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there was always like a deal. Like every bar I went to, there was always like a deal. It was like Jim Beam and yeah.
A shot.
Mm-hmm. It was like, if y'all, that's what y'all want to call it. You want to be hip, whatever.
Those were the days. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that anymore either. Just, ugh.
I mean, I could drink beers all night, but with the combination of beers and shots.
Yeah, no, I had to make a decision eventually. I was like, no.
I stick to my gin and tonics with my lemons. This is my cat right here. His name is still Cat though.
What's Cat?
Yeah. Cat.
It's like, oh, you got a cat. Yeah, what's his name? Cat. That's a cat.
My last cat's name is Cat. Cat before that, his name was actually Cat too.
It's a family of cats, literally.
It's like, when was the last time I actually named the animal? It's 10 o'clock on the DOT.
And there you have it. I want to thank everyone who took the time to listen to this. Me and my friends chatted up. And hopefully you join me next time, where me and my esteemed colleagues will talk about everything and then some. Once again, you've been listening to Deciphered, the podcast where complex conversation is a thing of the past. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.